Israel, congratulations. You need a second with the pizza?
Wait, can I ask John, how come are you like the top dog? Okay, say less. We all know. Everyone knows they're wrong. But no, I was like, hey, everyone just steps back. John, let him do his thing. Good shit.
Appreciate it. Congratulations. I mean, listen, dominant performance start to finish. I'm sure you would have liked to get the finish if you could, but obviously you win every round. So as you sit there now, how did you feel about your performance tonight?
I'm slowly starting to accept it as a great performance, but right now I wanted to punch him in the face more, but credit to him and his boxing coach. I'll say they improved their boxing a bit. So I think they thought that would be enough, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Yeah. We talked about, you being a performer. Man, the crowd in there tonight, I know that's, not what gets done in the cage, but did that have any influence on your performance tonight? Because it seemed like vintage Israel Adesanya tonight.
I'm a troll sometimes, and you see me trolling them all week, so I just thought I'd keep it going. Sorry, I'm eating pizza. It's good, though.
Take your time.
Yeah. Yeah, vintage me, definitely. Just having fun. I did have fun in there, I'll say that.
Yeah. You got a chance to show your wrestling a little bit. You got a chance to show your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. I'm curious, do you enjoy getting to show those kind of sides of you, or would you prefer to never even have to get to those moments?
I do want to show. There was a point, I think there was my favorite bit of the fight actually so far was when he thought he had a rear naked choke, and he probably got excited like, yes, this is it, my moment. And then I wasn't even bothered. I wasn't threatened, and I turned it on him, and I put my hand on his neck. Like that X-rated shit when you choke someone, you just look him in the eyes. And I saw it as I swear to God, I saw a soul leave his eyes. I saw it, and I said to him, "You're scared, aren't you? You're scared, aren't you?" I said that to him. Find the tape. And I felt very powerful in that moment, just taking a soul away. But he's tough. I'll give him that. He's tough. But yeah, that moment for me was very powerful because I took hope away from him.
I was going to say, you guys haven't had the greatest relationship over the years, but did he earn your respect a little bit? He took a lot of damage tonight.
Taking damage doesn't equal earning respect, but do I respect him? That's a good question, John. Do I respect? I don't know, because even at the end of the fight, I was like, you can at least say I won that one. He's like, what? This one? I was like, are you serious? He's like, I won that. I'm like, oh, no, we can't. Eric Cartman mentality, man. It's just, you got to believe your own bullshit sometimes. But hey, like I said, I'm believing my own hype. Wow. After that, and he thinks he won, who's believing what hype?
I was going to say, it looked like, usually we see guys come together and kind of bury the hatchet at the end of it. That's not what happened.
I told him, the first thing I said was like, hey, I don't like you and you don't like me, but this is martial arts at the end of the ray. At the end of the day, have some respect. So, yeah, he better respect me. I just want him to just, after my last fight, I wouldn't say who, but certain people thought I won that fight. Certain people, in my camp thought I won that fight. But I was just like, nah, it was close, but I'll take the L from that one. And I'll grow. I will learn. If I wanted to have his mentality, I would hold on to that. And I would keep going after Jan and trying to it's so stupid. That's not how you grow. How you grow is you learn from your mistakes. You go back to the drawing board and you improve. You become better from them. Losses are part of life. Losses make you better. Just, I don't know where this whole mentality comes from that, oh, you took a loss and, oh, that's it, you're over. But, nah, it's part of life. Take it and let it improve you. So, my advice to him would be just look yourself in the mirror tonight. Maybe not tonight. Give it a week. Let things settle down. Look yourself in the mirror and be like, look, Israel is better than you. Israel is better than you. Izzy's way better than you. You couldn't do shit to him. But I'm going to get better from this. And I swear to you, his next fight, he'll improve if he does the work right. But you have to you got to let it go. You got to let it go.
Yeah. Last thing for me, it's clear the next fight, right? Even Dana came in here tonight and said, yes, the rematch with Whitaker, that's the fight that needs to happen next. I guess the key is, where can it happen and when can it happen? It's tough for us to know. I know you want to have it in Auckland. but who knows when that might could happen. So, I mean, is there a date circled on the calendar? Do you sit out and wait until it's okay to fight in Auckland? What's the plan?
I don't wait around. You know me. This is my third fight in 9 months. I don't fucking wait around like the rest of these guys or the rest of these champions who talk about being active. I don't talk about it. I just do it. I'm an active champion. So I'm putting it out there into the universe, into the ether that I want it in Auckland. But I mean, I don't like too much free time, especially right now while I'm in the prime. So yeah, it could fucking open Fight Island number 3 for a third time. Fight Island third time, maybe. But if not, maybe back in America somewhere. But it would be so awesome if it was in Auckland and I could do it on my home turf.
Israel, when we sat down on Wednesday, you'd mentioned that if you didn't knock him out, you wanted it to be 5-0.
Yeah.
You excited about this 5-0?
Yeah. I want to watch the fight again. That's one thing. I still haven't had my moment to myself after my fights. You guys know what that is, where I get to reflect on everything. I'm excited that it was a clean sweep. I'm excited I had fun in there. I'm excited I was able to be lucid and just and even just listen to my coach as well and excel. But yeah, I'll still give myself like I don't know, C+.
C+?
Yeah, C+.
Wow. You were having success with the leg kicks.
Yeah.
And then you went away from it. What was there a reason for that? Was that a strategy?
I was going to go back to it. I did at the end a little bit. I got a little bit over eager in the end to the point that even my coaches had to like get your ass back in the center of the octagon. Get you, like, because I try to like showcase my grappling a little bit more. But if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. If you don't need it, don't use it. So yeah, man.
So everyone was saying that, you know, the mystique. Israel lost his last fight. He's been figured out. So going into this fight, he's going to take him down. How did that work out today?
Well, fuck what everyone thinks. You know, you're not as good as they say you are. You're not as bad as they say you are. All that matters is how you see yourself. Everyone's telling me this week or saying this week on the internet, like, oh, he's going to whoop Vettori. He's going to do this. I don't listen to that stuff. Even the good stuff people say about me, that's it. Because it's all bullshit at the end of the day. I appreciate it, but it's all bullshit. All the fucking monkey and banana emojis and bad English on my page, that's going to be coming on my page pretty soon as well, my next post. I'm sure. Because that's the same thing that happened last time I whooped his ass in this arena. Yeah, man. You don't listen to it. I just focus on myself, my team, my loved ones, and yeah, we get shit done.
You've been racially abused before. It's not the first time something like that didn't happen when you were in Auckland. We talked about this growing up. Mm-hmm. And you handled it a little different this time. You posted it. Talk about how often that happens.
Oh, it's just water off a duck's back now. I'm just trying to show you a little glimpse into my life a little bit, but this is life, you know. I'm sure you know as well as a black man. It's life. You deal with it, but it's shit.
You come from a country that is practically the largest black nation in the world, 200 million. We also come from a continent of 1.2 billion. I asked Kamau the same question. I'll pose this to you as well. You come from a place where hope is not necessarily on a daily basis, but when you fight, you give hope to these people. How important is it for you to get into that octagon and put on those type of performances, knowing that the people watching back there and excited to see you perform, and that gives them hope?
It's probably like 6 a.m. in Nigeria right now. They were up at 4 a.m. watching me fight. I want to get to that status that when I fight at 4 a.m., the whole country's awake, you know, cheering me on. I want crime to drop. I want all these Yahoo boys to stop whatever they're doing. All the police, Mopo, all them stop whatever they're doing just to watch me fight. And the country comes together for 30 minutes or under to see what kind of magic we create and just relish in that and then feel inspired after that. Because after Francis won, even though he's from Kamaru, I was on a high for about a month. I was just like, fuck yeah, this is dope. And then Kamaru did his thing and I was like, let's go. We're on top right now, 3 kings. And it's just a powerful thing, man. It's so powerful. So I just keep riding that wave, man. I just keep riding that wave. And I want them to feel this surge I just created, I want them to ride it too into the week. Like when they attack the week next week, anyone in Nigeria who just feels maybe down and out about some shit, attack the week the way I attack this guy. Have fun in there, you know. Don't let all the bullshit saws and whatnot trying. It's hard to say, and I don't like to romanticize or get political, but it's just Nigeria did bullshit sometimes. You know, all these fucking politicians and corruptions and shit, you know. But yeah, the young generation I feel will be the ones to save Nigeria because all these old cunts are gonna die out eventually.
So Dad is here, and he had mentioned that your loss to Jan was a bad day at the office.
Mm-hmm.
Would you characterize it as the same thing as well?
Yep, 100%. Just a bad day in the office, but now we have a good day in the office.
So what would it change that you made in this fight, knowing going into that you took from that Jan's fight that you made going into this fight, knowing that he was going to try to take you down?
I just changed a few things. I don't want to get too much into. I gotta go soon, but yeah, I've explained a lot on my YouTube already. Check out my YouTube, Freestyle Bender.
Izzy over here.
Right there. Oh, no, let him. Hold 2 seconds. This guy right here.
Gotcha.
No, go.
Terrence McKinney was in here, and he said that he was hanging out in the lobby for hours on end.
Who?
Just Terrence McKinney.
Oh, yeah.
He said he was waiting for you specifically for hours, and he almost gave up, and then you came down, and you kind of made his day when you took a photo. Brandon Moreno was just in here, and he said he's wanted a photo with you forever, and then you asked for his photo and kind of made his day outside of winning the title. So what do you say when your fellow fighters are waiting in the lobby just to take a photo with you?
Yeah, I saw Terrence when I think I did my COVID test, or I checked in or something, and yeah, he was excited to see me, but I was just excited that he has a really good, like, big smile as well, and he has good energy. So I was just like, fuck yeah, I'll take a photo with you, and then I was like, you're fighting on the card, right? Yeah, and I was like, yeah, definitely, I'll look out for you. And wow, what a fucking performance. And even recently, I started to hear about his story as well, his background, and I'm just like, what a triumph, you know, what a rise from the ashes, a phoenix, you know, and that's cool. And Brandon Moreno is just another nerd like me, and it's just love. If you show me love, I'll show you love back. I'm not an asshole, contrary to popular belief. I'm nice to people if you're nice to me, even the fans. I mean, people will tell you, oh, I met him one time, he was a dick. Well, what did you do? What did you do that made him fucking hate your guts? But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that these people, like I said, Brandon Moreno, I'm really happy for him. And also to Figueiredo as well. He handled his loss like a champ. You know, he was classy in defeat. Respect to him. Fucking, he's a guy that rides a water buffalo. That's cool as fuck. You know, Brandon Moreno collects Legos and funk pop thingies. You know, I've got a few as well, and it's just I like. And he's so smiley and happy and good energy. We need more of that in the world. So fuck yeah, he needs a platform that he can beam that out there. So I'm glad he's on the platform now. He can beam that out there to the world.
Was that a Hanya mask that you wore when you walked in?
Yes.
Any specific reason for that one?
It's the mood. Yeah, I don't know. It's the heat of the desert or something. I don't know. I was just feeling very Ronin.
Then when Brad was back here, we asked him about your late teammate, and it said it kind of weighed on his mind, but he had to focus, and he's really going to use quarantine as the time to reflect on it, and maybe the emotions will come out then, now that the fight is over. Are you in that same category?
Yeah, because we all rallied around each other as a team and helped each other through this tough time. So sometimes I had to put my feelings. I'd let them, like last night I did a video diary and I kind of went through them a little bit and I shut it back up. But then in quarantine, I guess we could just pour it all out. Just bask in it because it's crazy. I just wish the government in New Zealand would just wisen up for fucking once. We're backwards in a lot of things. The referendum, I think last year on cannabis, you know, got denied, and it's like, the whole world is now starting to realize the propaganda about that, and then they're making changes, you know, taxing it, making money, but you still got those old heads. Oh no, it's a gateway drug. You know, those guys, they're still around, but they'll die off. These cunts will die off eventually, and the young people will take over. The young people will be the ones to change the world, not these old heads who never even grew up with the internet. Same thing with this law that they have in place with the because Australia was ahead. They created like a really harsh penalty for people who blind shot people, and you'd expect New Zealand to do the same thing. But when the bill got proposed, I can't remember how many people passed on it, but they it passed. How do you, for what reason would you want to pass a bill like that? Oh, if someone walks up to someone who's doing nothing, be it an old man or old lady, whatever, and blind shots them from the back, give them 20 years, standard, because that's like assault with a deadly weapon. But no, someone's like, oh, that's a stupid. Who does that? I don't know. I don't want to get angry. I don't want to get political. But I expect better from the government of New Zealand. I'm not a politician. Don't fucking listen to me. I don't know shit about what. I don't know. But yeah, I just know right from wrong. And that was fucking wrong they did to my boy. It was wrong. And they know that too. Jacinda, I don't know who else is in your fucking cabinet. You know it was wrong. You know exactly what to do. I don't know what puppet master is pulling the strings, but you're the leader of the country. You handled the Musk shootings like a fucking champ. Can you please do the same with this shit too?
Is it?
Two more questions, guys. I gotta go.
Okay,
Oh, man. Oh wait, you the last two. All right, bet.
Gotcha.
So, when the lights shine the brightest, some of the hardest things to do ever is to be yourself and speak freely and act freely. And I don't really even have a question, man. I just want to tell you, of all these years I've watched mixed martial arts, I want to thank you because when I watch, I can feel that freedom.
Giving me chills.
I can feel it, and it feels good. And I wish everybody could follow in that same footstep of what you do. So thank you.
I appreciate that, but I mean, this is something I'll say is the word cringe that gets overused lately. I see it so much. I walked out with the straw hat and the mask. Oh my God, he's so cringe. Can't he just do a normal walkout? Why the fuck would I do that? That's not me. That's not me authentically expressing myself. And I had to break it down because I was like, why are people saying cringe? Like, I was like, what is cringe? What makes me as Izzy cringe? Cringe is when I see someone do something that I would never attempt, be it good or bad. But when I see someone do something that I would never attempt and it makes me cringe, like, I don't know, base jumping, I'm like, ugh. Like, it's cool, but I'll never do that. Or something embarrassing, I'm like, oh, why would you be doing that? Like, it's cringe, but they're enjoying it. It just shows that I would never attempt that because I don't have the courage to do that. And not really much makes me cringe these days. So when people say that to me, I'm like, oh, you just don't have the nuts to do what I do. Like you said, under the brightest lights, like I said at the weigh-ins, I put this shit on myself. I put everything on the line. So when it's time to shine, it's all mine. You know? But I just want to say thank you for that. Like, that actually gave me chills, and I appreciate you giving me that. Nah, thank you, man. Last one.
The aggressive face champ. When he tried to rush you on the stage on Thursday, did you know you had him? Because like there, I'm like, if I'm a betting person, which I am, but I didn't do it this time, I'm like, fight's over with. You already got him. Did you have that mentality? Because you didn't buck at all. You kind of like.
I mean, I've been working with this guy. Shout out to my guy, Ryan, from Good Dog NZ. He's been helping me because I've been busy, you know, so he's been helping me with Toothless, one of my dogs who isn't as social because I didn't have the time to take her out and stuff. So it kind of reinvigorated my love for dog psychology and watching the way dogs interact and the way they use their body posture to communicate and mark their scents and use their anal glands to leave scents in each other's faces. It's weird. Dogs do it. Look it up. Google. But yeah, working with him has helped me remind myself of how I used to do that all the time. I read people like coloring books. So easy. And when I was sitting there and I knew he was trying to pretend like he was cool. Like he's calm and collected. I'm like, I know you're boiling inside right now. So I started to attack him and I could feel the energy. He's like, I'm your fucking nightmare. I was like, do something, bitch. Do something. That was the energy I was giving him. And then when he finally broke, I was like, yes. And I didn't move a muscle because he's not a threat. He doesn't pose a threat to me. Even tonight when he had my back, like I said, he wasn't a threat to me. When he tried to take me down, it wasn't a threat to me. I wish I timed that knee better. But yeah, that'll be in another fight.
Do you feel sorry.
Carry on.
Do you feel any pressure with being one of the three African kings not to be the one to end this beautiful
Fuck no.
streak?
Nah, man. Nah. Like, this pressure makes diamonds. Like I said, shining, baby. I need more, by the way. But yeah, that's another story for another time. Hey, thanks, you guys. Thanks for staying up. Appreciate you. Easy as.
One last one.
What?
Last week I was at the Paul Mayweather fight. I cover both sports.
Oh no!
No, it's about you. It's about you. It's about you. I had somebody come up to me and said that you inspired them. A kid from a lot of people from in the boxing community, like who's that African brother from New Zealand that be knocking people out, and they want to know like, is that swag for real? So they were looking out for you. You got people.
That's what you. I mean, I've met the Paul brothers. I've met some of the people.
No,
Fans. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I love what was happening. I was thoroughly entertained, and yeah, I take inspiration from everywhere. Inspiration isn't limited to one certain sport. I take inspiration from fucking dolphins on Instagram. It's fucking cool. Yeah.